What's up guys, Jason here. In this video I'm going to be teaching you how to make a simple and efficient Minecraft Bedrock iron farm. This farm works on 1.17 and on all other recent versions of Minecraft Bedrock, whether you play on a phone, tablet, Xbox, PlayStation, Nintendo Switch, or PC. By the way, this farm is more compact than my previous iron farms. As you guys can see here, this farm will give you a ton of iron. For this farm, all you'll need is one hopper, 2 chests, 9 signs, 6 glass blocks, 1 lava bucket, 2 water buckets, 4 torches, 20 workstations. By the way, you guys can use any type of workstation you want, however, I recommend you guys use fletching tables. That is because searching other workstations will cause the farm to not work when it rains. 20 beds, you guys can use any type of bed that you want. A stack of 24 leaves, you guys can use any type of leaves that you want. By the way, one easy way you guys can get leaves is by mining them with shears. 1 dispenser, 1 button, and finally about 4 stacks of solid blocks. You guys can use any type of solid block you want except for solid blocks that burn. A couple examples of solid blocks that don't burn include cobblestone or stone. The first step is to go to an area that is at least 100 blocks away from any villages, villagers, beds, or workstations. Now place down 4 solid blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then bed out 13 blocks this way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Then turn over this way. Now build out another 13 blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. After you guys have created that outline, fill it in with solid blocks. After you guys are done with that step, you should have a platform that looks like this. It should be a total of 14 blocks wide and 14 blocks long. The next step is to create a 1 block high wall all the way around the platform. After you have done that, extend that wall up by 1 more block. Once you're done with that step, place leaves on top of those walls. These leaves will prevent iron golems from spawning on the walls. Once you're done placing all those leaves, break these blocks that you placed earlier. Now come inside the farm. Then place 12 blocks over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Once you've placed those 12 blocks, come over to this side. Then place 3 blocks over here. 1, 2, 3. The next step is to create an infinite water source. To do that, come to one side of your farm. Then place blocks in this formation. Now place a water bucket over here, and a water bucket over here. By creating the infinite water source, you will be able to use 2 buckets to fill in all the water for the entire farm. The next step is to place water at each of these spots. Once you are done placing all that water, place water at each of these spots as well. As you guys can see there, that water stream should all flow towards this spot over here. The next step is to break these 9 blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Then come down here. Now place 3 blocks at this spot. Then extend that 3 block high wall all the way around this hole. Once you're done with that step, your farm should be looking like this. The next step is to place 9 blocks over here. Then place 3 signs over here. 1, 2, 3. Now place another 3 signs over here. 1, 2, 3. Finally place 3 signs over here. 1, 2, 3. Once you have placed those signs, come out here. Then break these 4 blocks. Now place 2 chests over here. Then crouch down, place 2 glass blocks on top. Now come back inside the farm. Then break this block. Now crouch down, place a hopper over here. Make sure that hopper funnels towards that chest. You guys can tell that hopper is falling towards that chest because as you guys can see here, the nozzle should be facing that way. That hopper will collect all the loot from this farm and funnel into the collections chest. The next step is to place water on this corner that is diagonally opposite of that hopper. As you guys can see here, that water should flow towards the hopper. That water stream will push all the loot in this area over to that hopper. Once you have placed that water, place lava on the sign. As you guys can see here, that lava should flow on top of those signs. That lava will kill all the iron golems in this farm. The next step is to come over to this spot. Now place 3 blocks over here. 1, 2, 3. Then break these 2 blocks. Now place 4 blocks over here. Then break these 3 blocks. Now place another 4 blocks over here. Then break these 3 blocks. Finally place 4 blocks over here. Then break these 3 blocks. After you've done that, come back over to this spot. Now place 2 blocks over here. Now place a glass block at this spot, block over here, 2 blocks over here, 2 in the back, and finally 2 over here. Once you have done that, break these center 2 blocks. That will be 1 villager capsule for this farm. The next step is to create a capsule at each of those other spots as well. To do that, place 2 blocks over here, and place a glass block at this spot. Now place a block at each of these other spots. Then break these 2 center blocks. After you guys are done with that step, you should have 4 capsules that look like this. The next step is to come over to this spot. Now count forward 4 blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now place 4 blocks over here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then bed out 7 blocks this way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then place 8 blocks over here. Then place 4 blocks over here. And another 4 over here. Now place 6 blocks over here. Then place 2 at this spot. Now place a row of 8 blocks over here. After you guys are done creating that platform, it should be looking like this. That platform will be where you place your beds. The next step is to take 5 villagers into each of these capsules. You guys can use any type of villager you want except for a green coat or baby villager. Also, you should not use any villagers that you have already traded with before. If you guys want to use baby villagers in this farm, you guys will need to wait for them to grow into adults first. I am now going to show y'all how you guys can easily take villagers over to this farm in survival mode. To do that, first come to a capsule. Then place 2 blocks over here, 2 over here, and 2 to the spot. Then come to the back. Now create a little staircase like this. Once you've created a staircase from that capsule to the ground, place some rails on top of the staircase. The next step is to extend that rail system all the way over to the nearest villager. Once you have found a villager, place down a minecart, then push the villager into the minecart. Now push that villager along the rail system into that capsule. By the way, if you have trouble pushing the villager up this staircase, you guys can try adding some power rails and activating them. Once the villager is in there, break this block, now break the minecart. Then replace this block. To take another villager over, all you guys need to do is find another villager, then push it up the rail system again. By the way, if you don't want to have to create a rail system all the way over to your nearest villager, another option would be to find a villager, then place a boat next to it. Once the villager is in the boat, attach a lead to the boat. Now slowly walk over to your farm. By the way, make sure you don't walk too fast, otherwise the lead will break. If the lead breaks, you can go over back to the villager, then pick it up and reattach it. If you ever get stuck on a ledge, you can place down some water, then pull the boat up the water. Now pick up the water. Once you're near your farm's rail system, you guys can place down a minecart, then break this boat. Now push the villager over to the minecart. Once it's in the minecart, you can push it up into the farm. After your villager is in the capsule, break this block, then break this minecart. Now replace this block. After you have a total of 5 villagers in that capsule, you guys can break these blocks. Then attach this rail staircase over to the next capsule. After you've done that, place some blocks in this formation. By doing that, you guys will be able to easily lure 5 villagers into this next capsule as well. After you guys are done taking 5 villagers into each of those capsules, break the rail system and any blocks that you place to get the villagers over to those capsules. Once you guys are done with that step, your farm should be looking something like this. Once again, there should be 5 villagers in each capsule. That means in this farm there is a total of 20 villagers. The next step is to place 2 blocks over here, then break this block, then do that over here as well, then do that over here as well. Finally, do that over here. The next step is to place water at the bottom of each of those 4 capsules. To do that, come to the back, then break this block. Now try to place water over here. If you have trouble placing the water, temporarily place a block over here. Now place a dispenser at this spot. That dispenser should be facing that way. Now crouch down and place a button over here. Then open the dispenser and place some water inside of it. Then hit this button. As you guys can see here, that should cause water to be put at the bottom of that capsule. Once water is over there, break this block in this dispenser. Now replace this block. To place water at each of those other 3 capsules, you guys can repeat that process. Once you guys are done placing water in each of those villager capsules, your farm should be looking something like this. Placing water in each villager capsule will help prevent the villagers from deleting from their workstations. At this point, you guys should fill in and break your infinite water source. The next step is to come over to the spot. Now place a bed over here. After placing that bed, it should show green particles. That means a villager has linked to it. By the way, you guys should place the beds in the same order I do in this video. Then place another bed over here. Once it shows green particles, turn over this direction. Then place a bed at this spot. Once it shows green particles, place another bed over here. Then repeat doing that until you get to that side. By the way, if after placing a bed, your bed does not show green particles, try breaking all beds at the village or villager breeder you got your villagers from. Once you have placed all those beds, place a bed over here and a bed at this spot. Then turn over this way. Now place a bed over here. Then continue placing beds until you get to that side. Once you are done with that step, you should have a total of 20 beds. The next step is to break this platform. Once you guys have completed that step, your farm should be looking like this. The next step is to crouch down and place leaves on top of all the beds. These leaves will prevent iron golems from spawning on the beds. After you have placed all those leaves, your farm should be looking like this. The next step is to link each villager to a workstation in its capsule. To do that, first come to one of these two corners, then place down a workstation. After placing that workstation, look for the villager that links to it. It will show green particles. Now break the workstation. After breaking the workstation, that same villager will show angry particles. Then go over to the capsule with that villager. Now replace any one of these 5 blocks with a workstation. As you guys can see there, once you have done that, that villager should show green particles and link to that workstation. Once you have linked one villager to a workstation in its capsule, repeat that process. Come back over here. Now place down a workstation, then look for the villager that shows green particles. By the way, it's okay if you guys have trouble finding the villager with green particles. Just make sure you look for angry particles after breaking the workstation. Now go over to the capsule that showed those particles. Now replace any one of these 5 blocks with a workstation. Once that villager has linked to that workstation, repeat that process. You guys are going to want to repeat that process until you have linked all 20 villagers to a workstation in its capsule. Make sure you guys use the same method to link the villagers to the workstations as I do in this video. It's really important that you guys link the villagers to a workstation in their capsule. That is because they need access to their workstations in order for this farm to work. If you guys ever place and break a workstation but still cannot find the villager that linked to the workstation, just try placing and breaking the workstation again. After you guys are done linking each villager to a workstation in its capsule, you should have a total of 20 workstations. The next step is to place leaves on each capsule. By placing these leaves, you will be able to prevent iron golems from spawning on those areas. The final step is to place a torch at each of these spots. I'm now going to do a quick fire round so you guys can check and make sure you made this farm correctly. Over there you guys should have your 20 beds. Over there you guys should have your 4 villager capsules. Make sure there are 5 villagers in each capsule. Down here you guys should have this water stream. Over there you guys should have this lava chamber. Finally down here you guys should have this collection system. How this farm works is by having 20 villagers each linked to a bed and to a workstation in their capsule, this area gets designated as a village where iron golems spawn at. Whenever an iron golem spawns, it will get pushed by the water stream into the kill chamber. Whenever an iron golem dies, its items will get funneled through that water stream into that hopper and into this collections chest. I am now going to show you how to use this farm. To use it, first stand somewhere near it, then just wait. As you guys can see there, iron golems will spawn in the water, then get automatically killed. This farm is a great, quick, and easy way to get a bunch of iron. Whenever you guys want to collect the iron, all you guys need to do is come over here. It will all be in this collections chest. If this farm does not spawn iron golems for you, try relinking the villagers to the beds and the workstations. Also, make sure there are no extra villagers, beds, or workstations within about 100 blocks of the farm. If iron golems spawn outside the farm for you, try digging out areas that are near your farm until it is the same height as the ground level of the farm. If you guys want to be able to easily get a bunch of villagers to use for this iron farm, I recommend you guys make my villager breeder. This villager breeder will produce a bunch of baby villagers. Over time, those baby villagers will grow into adult villagers. The adult villagers can be used to make the farm. A link to this villager breeder tutorial will be in the description. If you choose to make this villager breeder, make sure you make it at least 100 blocks away from the farm. I hope you all enjoyed learning how to make this simple and efficient Minecraft Bedrock iron farm. Let me know if you guys have any suggestions for what I should do in future videos. Please like, comment, subscribe, and check out my other Minecraft videos. I upload every other day. Thanks for watching.